Hey guys, Sahsimon here bringing you 10 things you don't know about Tom Clancy's The Division. In the video I will cover some Easter eggs, references, game mechanics, and a few other things you may or may not know about the game. Before I get started, however, I'm gonna ask that if you like the video and learn something new, hit the like button and subscribe. Alright, let's get started. At number 10 we have Latin Creed. Starting off the list is a Latin message that is found on the Division sigil or emblem. The words Extremis Malis Extreme Remedia are shown under the SHD eagle logo, which translates to desperate times call for desperate measures. As good a phrase as any to describe the group that has to deal with the anarchy and carnage that is going on in New York. This message is the Division's creed, which perfectly shows just how useful and dangerous these agents can be. At number 9 we have Mass Destroy. This tool will save you a few minutes every time you need to dismantle items. Go into your inventory and any item you are looking to dismantle, mark it with the L2 button, which will throw a little garbage can icon on the item. Then simply mark the rest of the worthless crap this game keeps dropping for you, and when you are finally ready to dismantle your items, select one of them from your inventory, push in and hold down on the left stick. Now, instead of having one item broken down, you will break down every item that you marked as trash in your inventory, giving you all the crafting materials in one shot. A nice way to save some time and headache by going through all the motions over and over again of dismantling each item individually. This should also help you from maybe accidentally destroying a gear piece that you use as backup, or just something you're hanging on to for later on. At number 8 we have Breaking Bad. No doubt you have seen this, but since I'm a huge fan of the show, I'm adding it to my list, and that is the Breaking Bad Easter egg found in an echo at the end of the world party on the roof. Nothing too amazing here, but two individuals have the names William White, an obvious nod to Walter White, as evidenced by the details to his person about running a car wash and being a chemistry teacher. Another person, Jonathan Pinkman, aka Jesse Pinkman, who has a criminal record and whose whereabouts remain unknown because after the season finale of the show, we really have no idea what kind of happened to him other than that sweet, sweet freedom. As a bonus on this Easter egg, if you check out a few other people on the roof, you can also see the name Saul Hammond, who is a salesperson and sells vacuums. The name Saul being a nod to Saul Goodman, Walter and Jesse's dirty lawyer from the show. Further evidence of this by the fact that he sells vacuum cleaners, this being a nod to the individual Saul Goodman refers people to that are looking for a new identity. That man on the show that did this job for Saul ran a vacuum cleaning business. At number 7 we have Chutes and Ladders. All throughout the game you will find yourself running around looking for ways up to the buildings to get God knows what, so you will have to use a ladder at some point. Did you know, however, that you can push in on the analog stick to climb the ladder faster, just like when you run? This doesn't help too much, but it does give you a little extra boost. Not only can you go up the ladders faster, but you can come down them a lot faster too. By choosing to go down the ladder and holding in on the analog stick and keeping it held in, you will swing onto the ladder and slide all the way down just like you're on a little slippy slide. A nice little easy way of getting you down that ladder fast if you're going rogue in the DZ and you're just trying to haul ass away from somebody. At number 6 we have Open Party. This group tip will be useful to those who have had someone leave in the middle of a challenge or incursion or are just having trouble finding someone to fill the group spots. Go into your HUD and go up to Group Management. Go into the group box and at the bottom you can see a button prompt for the settings for how to manage your group invites. Hit the corresponding button, in this case square, and a little box should pop up that has 3 individual boxes describing how your party is grouped. Move the box from the private group to open group. This will allow other players to join up on your group through other players in your party or for other people that are looking to finish whatever you're trying to attempt. It will save you time instead of using open matchmaking option at the start of the mission, which sometimes requires you to run all the way back to the starting point of the map to fill those vacant spots. At number 5 we have Mark That Target. So when you are grouped up and doing challenge missions, did you know that each member of the party has the ability to mark an enemy by targeting the enemy they are on and then pressing up on the directional pad? By doing this, you will designate said enemy with a number telling the other members of your party to light that guy's ass up. This is extremely useful for labeling the shotgunners, who we can all agree are a huge pain in the ass during these missions and they can all go eat a dick. Learn to use this tactic as best you can with your group because it'll be very useful in future content. At number 4 we have the DZ Stash and Dash. When in the Dark Zone, we all know that you have a finite number of spots that you can extract items to. So once you hit the last few spots, you may get a little picky on what you want to have extracted. And if you are already full and don't know what to do and feel like you need to go to your stash to pull out all the items, hold on 1 minute. Before you leave the DZ to try and gather items to keep extracting, did you know that you can delete items before you have them extracted from your inventory? Simply go into your inventory and go to the third column at the bottom, the one with a contamination symbol. Open that spot, and in that section you will have a list of the items you are carrying in your backpack for extraction. Simply pick which items you don't want to have extracted, and then left analog stick held in to destroy them, and bam, you freed up a few spots in your bag and will be able to extract again depending on if you have open slots in your stash back at the base of operations, which the computer should let you know, because it won't let you extract, because it's a dick. At number 3, we have missing posters. Most of you have probably seen these, so I'm going to skip over them all but one, and that one is a reference for the Joker, Batman's nemesis. On the missing person poster, you can find one for the name Zurich Joker Nicholson, the first being a reference to Jack Nicholson, who portrayed the Joker in the original Tim Burton Batman film. The second reference can be found at the bottom of the same poster and says the person frequently says, "Why so serious?" which is a direct reference to Heath Ledger's Joker from the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. Again, I'm sure you guys have seen this already a dozen times, but I'm a huge Batman fan and couldn't look myself in the mirror without adding this to my list. At number 2, we have Matt Foley. Found in an Echo, this reference is one that many won't get unless they fall into a certain age bracket or you're just a huge fan. However, I must include it because it's just awesome. During the quest, when you're looking for Agent Bernard Gamble, you will come across an Echo and find a person in that Echo whose name is Victor Wright. Nothing special about him, but for two things. 1, he is unemployed, and 2, he lives in a van down by the river, which were two of the characteristics of Matt Foley, motivational speaker, played by late comedian Chris Farley. These skits on SNL often had to do with some parents hiring Matt Foley to speak to their kids about the dangers of drugs and to get them back on track.
Now you kids are probably asking yourselves, "Hey Matt, how can we get back on the right track?"
Most of Foley's words of wisdom ended with this character's catchphrase of living in a van down by the river, because that was where this character actually lived due to the poor life choices he made. A very, very cool randomly hidden away reference for the game. At number 1, we have There Can Be Only One. Our last Easter egg comes to Christopher Lambert's Connor McLeod, as seen here as Connor McLeod. This being a reference to the movie Highlander, about a group of immortal warriors who fight through the centuries to claim the grand prize for the last man standing and can only die by having their heads cut off. This echo can be found during the missing person quest for Bernard Gamble in Part 2. We find that Mr. McLeod has found himself dead due to exsanguination. For all of you word buffs out there, it means he died due to significant blood loss, probably from someone trying to cut his damn head off. This reference to Highlander is one of the many awesome New York-inspired references that are spread all throughout the game. Well guys, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my page. I have a regular job, but it sucks and I'd rather do this for a living, and I can't do that without all you guys out there watching my content. So let me know if you liked it or not. If you got something to say, then go ahead and say it. I plan on making more content for Division in the incoming months, so I will see you in the DZ, and then I'll drop your ass.